morning, beautiful people. Posso?
No, la bimba.
La bimba inizia.
People, la mamma e tutto la bimba.
Yes, she's
That's a
saying.
beautiful introduction.
Welcome back to You Leave Everything and Wonder, and welcome back to Italy, to Luckyland. My name is Luca, this is my wife Sara, and back here, this beautiful little lady is our daughter Luce.
Today we are filming a question and answer video with all the comments and questions we received on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. We will answer just some of them because there are many. So are you ready, Luce?
Luce, are you ready?
Sì.
Say hi to beautiful people.
Ciao people.
Ciao people! Let's start! Here we go guys, so Luce is sleeping because otherwise it would be impossible to film this question and answer video. And before starting with the questions, we know that we have a lot of beautiful people that have been following us for a very long time, since the beginning. But we also have new beautiful people, new subscribers that probably don't know us. They just know the last part of our adventure, which means the renovation of our house in Sicily and the olive grove, but don't know much about us. So we can start with a little introduction.
Yes, my name is Luca. I was born the 3rd of October 1988 in Lisbon, Portugal. Then I moved to Madrid, Spain, and then to Belo Horizonte, Brazil, and São Paulo, then Brazil. I lived 9 years in Brazil. Then with my family, we came back to Italy, in Torino. Then I lived 1 year in Australia. Then I came back, and then I started in 2017 this adventure with Sara, traveling the world.
Yeah.
So your turn.
My turn. So my name is Sara. I'm 36 years old. I was born the 6th of February 1987 in South Tyrol, which is Italy, but it's very north Italy. It's 100 kilometers from the border with Austria. So I also speak German. And I moved to Milan when I was 18 years old, and then I worked in Switzerland for several years before meeting Luca. We started this crazy adventure together. Previously I was always traveling just because it was like business travel, and then with Luca we decided to start this adventure, opening the YouTube channel in 2017 and start from zero.
Yes, I also speak Portuguese, Spanish, Italian and English. So both of us, we cover a lot of languages, which was really useful and good traveling, because if you're considering the Americas that we travel from north to south, basically we covered all the languages because it was English, Spanish.
Beautiful people, just a heads up before keep going with the questions, is that someone is spamming our content section on YouTube a few times already.
Yes, many times, since already more than 1 year.
So somebody is pretending to be us, using our picture, using a different name, but using our picture, and they are asking you to contact them, so us, on Telegram.
We do not have Telegram, it's not us, so do not reply to them, do not search them on Telegram, report them to YouTube, and we will be doing the same. We already blocked about 3 or 4 YouTube channels using our picture and try the same name, You Leave Everything and Wander, Luca and Sara, Telegram. They just add Telegram, or they change little bits of the name of the channel. And
we will never ask you to contact us on Telegram. We will never ask you to send us money to chat with us. We will never write you in the comments to contact us.
Yeah, so please do not.
Please, it's very unsafe. It's not us. It's a scam.
Yes, internet is full of scams. So
yeah, it could be dangerous. Talking about safety and talking about our job, being YouTubers, while traveling, we often need to use public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi is cool because it's free, but when we talk about networks, it often means unsafe. But luckily, there is a way to protect yourself. That's why I would like to say a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's episode, which is NordVPN. But what is a VPN? VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, a service that protects your internet connection and your privacy online. VPNs create an encrypted tunnel for your data, protect your online identity by hiding your IP address, and allow you to use public Wi-Fi hotspots safely. For example, when you are traveling and you connect to the free airport Wi-Fi, this is very convenient for surfing on the go. However, hackers can easily exploit these hotspots to access your data like home address, passwords, bank details, and so on, or infect your device with malware. A VPN hides your IP address and encrypts your online activity to prevent third parties from intercepting your traffic. This is just one use case. NordVPN can be used for a million things. What we love doing, Luca and I, is connect to Netflix US or Netflix UK and watch movies and series that otherwise we cannot see in Italy. This is super easy to use. You click one button and you log on NordVPN, and with one account you can protect up to 6 devices. You can click our unique link in the description box below this video, nordvpn.com/LEAW, to get 4 months extra on a 2-year plan. And if you are not happy about it, if you don't like it, you can get your money back within 30 days. So thanks again to NordVPN for sponsoring today's episode, and now let's go back to the questions. I divided the questions in main subjects, topics, so we can start from a little bit more personal questions.
Okay.
Some beautiful people here, they want to know, how did you guys meet? And you see so perfect together, and how everything happened.
So I was working in the fashion industry. I was a model, I was an influencer on social media. Before this even existed here in Italy, I was already doing. I always had these visions ahead. And Sara, she was working in the fashion industry.
We met during a fashion show. From that day on, we started dating and seeing each other every single weekend, and we started traveling together. I was working very hard. I was the personal assistant to a fashion designer for an international company, fashion company in Switzerland, but was international, so we have offices everywhere in the world, and I need to follow everything. I was also the head of administration and head of HR of the company. So I was working basically 24/7, never had the time to go on vacation, spend time together with somebody. I asked him, I had like one day off, and I said to him, why don't we travel together to Thailand? We'll go somewhere, Jordan, Thailand. And he said like, yes, let's go. And I really liked that kind of enthusiasm. And he was a model, but he never focused too much on his image
outside.
On the outside, and this is very important. And after 1 year, a 1 year and a half, we decided to change our lifestyle, to change everything, and to live together for this adventure, and to start a YouTube channel. Not just traveling together, but also doing a project together, a big project together, that was YouTube, that at the time in Italy was not so common, was very unusual, and everybody thought that we were crazy.
Yeah. Everybody was against us because our families, everybody was like, you're crazy, you have successful jobs, successful lives.
Careers.
Yes, I was working. I was also working on the TV. We met at the end of 2015, and in 2016, when we decided we should do this YouTube channel and whatever, I was working in the TV industry. I was participating to TV shows, and many offers were on my plate. But I said, Sara, I don't care. I don't want to be famous. I want to travel. I want to grow more and explore more the world. Because at that time, I just ended a TV show, Dancing with the Stars Italy, which was really popular. People was stopping me and asking for selfies and that kind of things that I didn't want. I wanted to, to do our own stuff. Now I'm really happy and really proud that we had that craziness, and that we weren't afraid to give up everything we had.
Then another question, if we miss our previous lifestyle because they were completely different from what we were doing and what we are doing today. And actually the answer, I think, is no. I think this was part of our lives and was very important to grow and to gain confidence in what we are doing right now and experience, because I think that without what I was doing before, I would not be able to do what I'm doing today. You see the YouTube videos, but there is so much behind the cameras work that we don't show.
I think the main difference is that we were working to accomplish somebody else's dream, and for their companies. Now we are working for our dreams and for our company, for something that we believe, and we work hard for it. So that's the main difference. I mean, yes, we were in the fashion industry, we were in the luxury industry, we were staying in 5-star hotels, but then we were alone, we were just there for work, so most of the time we were on the phone, on the computer, working, so we couldn't enjoy any of that. And plus, being and working with those really famous people, they had money, they had power, they were really sad and really alone, and let's just travel, because I just remember in really poor countries there were these kids that they had nothing, but they were always happy. There was this joy and this happiness, even just to share little things, and I said,
together, or to speak together, they were so happy. And it's exactly a trip that we
did a trip for an Luce.
Yes, in Nepal. And that trip changed us completely, and we decided at that point that we needed to change something. And even if we had these careers and we were like, we could have like everything we wanted it at the time, we decided to just change it, and we decided to do the hard way. By saying that, I mean that we decided to leave Italy with a really low amount of money to show people that beside what we were doing in the past, we wanted to start from zero. At
that point, I had a huge Instagram account. For that time, I had 150,000 subscribers, which was a lot at that time, at that point. And we decided to start on a new platform in English, so a new audience. So nobody knew us when we arrived in Canada. We were just strangers,
completely.
Luca and Sara, Italians coming to Canada, and was nice, like being unknown and being just okay. We can do it. We can start from zero and build everything again for us.
And in the beginning, we were a little bit naive, because we thought with our experience in the marketing, in the fashion industry, in the social media, we could succeed also on YouTube. But was not the case, because it took us over 3 years to start, working and monetizing only with YouTube. Was very hard, especially because we had this high expectation. Yes. We were like, okay, we can do video, we can edit video, but we didn't know anything about YouTube at the time. And we were like, I think that most of the channels we know, they started all basically at the same time. 2017 they left and start doing van life, but in the United States and other countries, they are far ahead of us. Social media and van life. In Italy was something completely unknown.
Here in Italy we didn't have the support that in other countries people would understand what you were doing, and they would try to help you. Over here was like no. So this led us to another question.
Let's talk about the YouTube. If YouTube is our only income, and how did you earn enough money to sustain your lifestyle? What are you guys doing? Like, how can you do everything you're doing just doing YouTube? And the answer is that YouTube is our full-time job. As we mentioned before, it wasn't easy. Imagine, like, we started in 2017, now 7 years.
Yes.
And we started YouTube.
7 years of our lives, and at the beginning,
dedicated to that.
Yes, and at the beginning, we were just working for free, because we started earning money after basically 3 years.
Yeah, but it was like 30 euro a month
Yes.
then, or 100 euro a month.
So we were working basically double. We were working to sustain ourselves and to sustain our expedition, plus we were doing YouTube.
And in the first years we used a lot of our savings.
Yes.
And imagine doing a video every single week. There were some times where we were filming 3 videos a week, 2 videos a week, and doing this non-stop. So I think that consistency, being always there, is that what makes the difference. And
Yeah.
it was what is very hard sometimes, because no matter if you have if you're not feeling good, if you have your problems, if you are not in the mood of filming.
Yeah, if you're sick, if you're at the hospital. I mean, for 7 years we never miss a day to post the video. The only day we missed was when Luce was born and Sara was at the hospital with an infection, with high fever. So we physically couldn't film, and we couldn't upload and edit a video. But other than that, even when I was at the hospital, Sara managed to edit and publish the video, which for me was super important, because I was there forced to be laying down in this bed and I couldn't do anything. So for me it was really good to be able just to lay down and read the comments, try to reply and do something.
So we have now 550 videos online.
Yeah.
So when you ask what is our job, YouTube is our full-time job. And yeah, there are so many moments that are behind the scenes, so many work that is behind the scenes that we don't show you because there is no point on showing you. But a lot of hours go into our YouTube channel. We need to create content, think about the content, being always, creating something that could be interesting, and editing, answering the comments, answering the questions. It's a lot, and we love that, but it's like,
I think it's like seeing a beautiful cake, and you see just this beautiful cake and you say, oh wow, but you don't know the layers inside the cake. You don't know how many hours it took to do it, the ingredients, where they went to buy the ingredients, to find the ingredients, how many days it had to stay there in the fridge in order to get that consistency. So there is a lot of things behind the scenes that we don't mention, we don't say, and we don't show, but they are there, and we still have to do it.
And YouTube is our only income right now, everything that is connected with YouTube. So I mean, the ads from YouTube, and then the sponsorships, the integration we have on our YouTube videos, merchandising, Patron. So everything that is connected with YouTube is our only source of income right now.
Yeah.
So, and I think it would be smart, we are thinking about it, to have a plan B. So if in the future YouTube will not be existing anymore, or if you don't want to do and make videos anymore, we have a plan B and another source of income. That's why we are also building a farmhouse, a farm.
Yes, something that we
business.
a business on the side.
So we have Luce, we have Sicily, we have the olive grove, we have travel. So we have so many things still to answer. Talking about Luce, because you have seen her in the live stream, during the live stream, with something, with a band-aid on her forehead, and a lot of you ask what happened to little Luce. So it was horrible what happened.
Yeah.
We know that this happened to the toddlers that are walking around, but when you experience something like this for the first time, it's just terrible. Last week we decided to take one day off and go to a park full of animals, because Luce loves the animals, and Luca and I, we need the time off. And
Yes. we like Luce to be free, so if she wants to walk, if she wants to run, it's good, and we should incentivate her.
Yeah, we should
Support
push
her.
that, yes.
We should support her. So we let her run, and at some point you can see in these images she fell, and they always fell down. They always go up and keep working.
Yeah, but that was a very unlucky situation because they were like was not
Flat.
even flat, and it was kind of cement with some rocks in between. She was holding her hat in one hand, and then was really not flat, and she's just bumped her head very hard.
On a little rock.
And the head, as you may know, is bleeding a lot.
When you cut your
Yes.
head. So we were really scared, and we see all this blood coming out, and so we just
She's
rushed
screaming.
to the hospital, and we were full of blood. We were really scared.
So the wound was open, and they had to close it with some glue because they don't use stitches anymore on the forehead because aesthetically it would be
Really
very bad,
ugly.
really ugly. And we spent the afternoon,
At the
all the
hospital.
afternoon and the evening at the hospital. But Luce, she's okay. And we are out of the hospital. Now we just stop at the pharmacy. The hospital, amore. Everything okay? We have to come back in 7 days to check. All good. Everything it's fine with her. It was just super.
Yes, in few days we need to go back to the hospital. They need to remove the band-aid and check on the wound, and see if the glue hold it perfectly.
Yeah, I know that we need to get used to it, but it's always very hard to do this, and especially in a moment where you want to stay away from hospitals as much as possible. Then this happened, and we were really in not a good mood a few days ago.
No. So
Yeah, so but
every time you see your first child, any child, suffering and bleeding, and you get really like Sara and I, we were destroyed. When we came back home, we were so tired because all these
adrenaline and
yes, was
you were-
crazy.
Yeah. Speaking about Luce, how is little Luce doing learning and speaking both English and Italian? She's doing great.
She's doing really great. I mean, in my case, when I was her age, I started talking at
3 or 4 years.
3 years old, because they were speaking in 3 languages, in Portuguese, Italian, and Spanish at the same time at that age. So for me, I start talking really late.
But they suggest you to talk with children that age in many languages.
Yeah,
because it's-
probably they weren't doing the right way with me. So Sara and I, we have been studying a lot how to teach languages to little
babies,
babies.
and toddlers.
Yes, because there is a process for each age. There is a different way to teach them who is talking in one language, who is talking in the other language, and how to separate one language from the other one.
And everything for her seems so natural. Sorry, little interruption, breastfeeding interruption. Luce is sleeping again. We have 30 minutes left.
We have her here on camera.
Yes. Okay, sorry. Question about children.
Yes, so we would like 2, maximum 3, but the best would be 2. We tried since the beginning to have a second child, and we want them to be really close.
What's the dream?
Yeah, our dream was like having it, 1 year maximum apart.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
I think for several reasons. Because I'm still breastfeeding, so this
Is
could
reason
happen,
number 1.
Could happen that you get pregnant while breastfeeding, but it's
Unlikely.
yes. And second reason is all the stress and all
The things.
everything that we have been going through.
A lot of questions about how I'm doing and how I'm feeling. Actually, I'm not doing okay, but it's okay not to be okay. I'm doing everything that the doctors tell me to do, and I'm trying to be as much positive as I can, and I have a huge support from Sara. So now some images from the hospital. See you in 1 hour. Okay, I'm back. This is what makes me most nervous. So it's hard to explain my feelings and to describe what is going on my mind when I'm here at this hospital, because it's really difficult, because I had the most traumatic experience of my life, but at the same time I'm so grateful because of this hospital and everything that involves this is what allowed me to be here today and be alive. It's a little bit like Luckyland, is the place that I love, where I feel so good when I'm there. I'm sorry, the line came out. I feel so good and I love so much to be in Luckyland, but at the same time is where Sara and I, we had the most traumatic experience of our life. So the MRI is done. Now I can get changed and go back to Sara and Lucha. I mean, the opposite of sadness is happiness. So I believe to defeat sadness, you need happiness, and it's what we are doing.
Yeah. And the project in Sicily, they're making us so happy. Of course, we will go back to Sicily, guys. Of course, we will film more about the olive grove and the renovation of the house. So they would like to know if we will live in that house. What is the budget to renovate a house like this? So we can probably start answering about the budget.
Okay, the budget, we will tell you. I mean, we don't know it right now. As soon as we will finish the renovation, we will be doing a video going through all the details of everything that we did and how much it costs.
And there is not a budget, because depends what you want to do. If you like to build a castle, if you like to renovate with some type of materials, depending if you like to do everything by yourself.
If you want to put
hire
gold tiles, it will be way more expensive than using used cheap tiles. It depends. And if we are going to live in that house, for the moment, yes, our dream it has always been to have something on the olive grove. Exactly. We always told you that. For now we only have a little really old stone house which we will be renovating, but we want to keep it as much as it is because it's really old. We love it like it looks. So our idea is to build something new somewhere on the property where we like, with the new techniques, with now we have new technologies, so to make that house really good and efficient. But for the moment we need a place where to stay in the between, which it can be quite long with all the Italian bureaucracy.
So in the beginning we will live in that house and then we'll move to the olive grove. And you ask,
another question.
You ask that
it's too small.
Yeah, if you ask, do you think that the house is too small for a family of 3 or 4? Plans for the house in Sicily, there is only a bedroom and a living room. So generally speaking, an apartment like that in Italy is considered a decent size apartment. So we in Italy were used to live in apartments, not in independent villas or houses. So I think that this is big for us. We used to live in such a small space.
Yeah, we actually would like to downsize from that house to building something more efficient on our property, which will be probably smaller, because we figured out in our lives also traveling in small vehicles which are way more small than an apartment.
Yes.
That if you live in a small house, is less the time that you will waste cleaning and ordering everything. And
then we spend so much time outdoor, and this is also the way we are raising Luce to spend a lot of time outdoor in winter time. In every season, we love to just be outdoor and experience nature. So, and then by the way, I grew up in a house that was smaller than that house, at that flat, and I lived for 18 years in that house together.
4 people.
4 people together with my brother. We had the same bedroom. It was very tiny and
How big it was? Basically like the room
like the wardrobe room that
in our
in
Sicilian
our
house.
Sicilian house. We had like the balcony and a window, but it was totally fine. Even on the olive grove, we cannot build too much.
So for now we have 150 square meters that we could build, and I rather build 3 50 square meters houses than 150, because then if we invite other couples, other friends, volunteers, family, whatever, they can have their own little house instead of being all in one big
together.
house. Yes.
Yeah. Main differences between north and south of Italy.
So basically, we don't want to stereotype. How do you say?
Yeah, to stereotype. Speaking about
Yeah, we don't want
yeah,
to stereotype
because it's not
too
we-
much. Not everyone is like that, but mostly we found that in the south of Italy, people are more warm, and in the north of Italy, they are more cold.
When you live in Sicily and you live in a small village, you feel like you are living in a big family. Everybody knows you, everybody's taking care of you. If you are new, you are a foreigner. And then probably this is a plus for the south, and a plus for the north, if I should say something, would be the infrastructure. When we came back to Piedmont, we realized that the roads were amazing, well maintained, the highway is the same, we have lights, signs, everything is working. So
Yeah.
it's something that you just notice when you are back.
Yeah, everything is clean.
Yes.
In the south, there is a lot of problems with garbage and with roads, the maintenance of the lights and the signs, and even how it's paved.
Yes.
So it's a plus for the north.
Would you recommend a young family, non-Italian, with a small baby to move to Sicily?
For now, for what we experience right now, yes. Probably you should learn a little bit of Italian first, because in small villages like the one we are, it's hard to find somebody who speaks fluent English, because all the new generations,
Yes.
which are the ones who speak English, they left that little villages to go to work in other places. And then about the school, you will have to ask us that question in about 2 years, 2 or 3 years, because we
when
still
we have the experience
Yes.
to share that
Yes,
information
exactly.
with you. Speaking about the olive grove, will you be planting more olive trees and fruit trees to expand your farming enterprise? So yes,
of course.
absolutely. And Sara, what kind of farming course are you taking? So I'm studying now a 200 hours course online to become a professional farmer. There's a kind of, in Italian is imprenditore agricolo.
She studied everything from
Yes.
safety to laws to how to organize everything, marketing, and
The land, how to...
Yeah, basically everything.
about that. I'm very excited about this. So another question, I'm laughing because Sara, you are like Wonder Woman with everything you're doing. How you manage to do everything you're doing, I don't know.
we don't know.
I don't know.
They have superpowers.
Superpowers. Are you going to sell your extra virgin olive oil? And if you are already in the process of labeling, the branding and everything. Yes.
Yes, we will. We were supposed to do all that process right now. We didn't expect to have the problems, the issues with my health. We thought that everything was done. So yes, we will do it as soon as physically and mentally we can do it.
But we will sell the extra virgin olive oil. It's not a big amount that we produce this year, but it's such a liquid gold. We are using that every morning. We used to have like 1 spoon
Yes.
of extra virgin olive oil. I'm using it for my skin and it's just amazing. Like, we love it. And so even if you are just using a small amount of it and using it the right way, not just for cooking and frying stuff, but to taste really the extra virgin olive oil, that will be amazing. And if you are considering having tours some days at the farm olive tasting sales room.
Yes, of course, this is our plan, but it will take some time to do it.
Do you need people to volunteer helping on your olive farm or with other things? So there's a lot of question about, would you consider a volunteer work program to help you with everything? Do you think Luca works too hard with that health issue? Are you considering some help? How can we help you?
Okay,
How
so
can we contact
of
you?
course, yes, we had volunteers this year, and we will definitely have more volunteers next year, but we need to be organized in order not to waste time ourselves, the volunteers, to make everything safer, because also what we learn in this course is
Yes.
luckily everything was perfect, nobody got hurt,
Was okay.
but if in the future anyone get hurt on our property, we need to follow some laws. It needs to be everything safe. So
We need also to be ready to accommodate people
Yes.
on our farm, on our place, because there are not so many accommodation option
in the area.
in the area. You need a rental car to reach the olive grove. So when we will be ready, this will happen for sure.
Yes.
Like between this year and next year. But this is in our plans.
Yeah.
100%. Would you consider hiring help to finish our renovation to help take some of the stress away?
Yes, we will definitely do that. As soon as we will go back to Sicily, we will try to find people that are available to
Yes.
do so, and yes, we will do it because yeah.
And they also ask if because we have also always professional working for us, if it was like difficult to find good people. Like it's not difficult, but it's the same as it was difficult to find a property and a house. Luca and I, we have seen over 60 properties. We stayed in Sicily for 3 months. We talk with people, we ask people. So if you're very into something, it's not difficult, but the process is difficult. I mean,
I believe one of the words that it tells you the most about Sara and I is resilience. And I mean, if you want to find the perfect thing, you need to search a lot, and there are a lot of workers in Sicily, but at the same time they have a lot of work, so sometimes it's hard to find them in the right time that you need them. Then
because if they're really good, everybody wants them.
Yes, exactly. And then if you find a free one, maybe it's not so reliable, or it's not so perfect doing the things that you would like to do it, or he doesn't want to do it the way we want, he wants to do it the way he wants. So it's resilience is a good word to find the right people, and so no, it's not hard to find them, but yes, it's hard to find them, but everywhere, not only in Sicily, everywhere around the world.
Will you advertise in informing the viewers about further properties for sale in your village or close to your village? The answer is yes. Actually, we have a dedicated email. We receive tons of emails. We are trying to see the best properties, because we have to be sure that the papers are okay for the houses that we are advertising on our channel. Yeah, and but it's a job.
Yes,
it's a long
that's
job.
why we are also trying to find who is truly interested and willing to buy them. That's
not
why
just curious people.
Yeah, that's why Sara, she set up a form that when you write us an email, you need to compilare.
You fill out
this form so we can really see that you are interested. And Luce is back. So, as we were saying, when you will email us, we will ask you to fill out this form so we can see which are the most interested people on that property.
Yeah, and then in the last months we were so busy just with the renovation that we could not answer to everybody. But when we will be back in Sicily, we will try to just select the best options for you guys and advertise the best properties and help you with the process. Okay, I think we have all the travels part still.
Yeah,
We're
the
not
travel
done,
questions.
guys. Yeah. If you couldn't live in Italy, what other country would you live in?
I mean, I still want to visit so many countries. From the ones I visited, I would like Mexico, Brazil, Australia. I loved Australia so much.
Yeah, it's a difficult question because for long forever, like for just an experience for a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's a really hard question.
Luca, will you take Sara and Lucia to Brazil and to all the other countries that
Yes.
you have
So
been in?
when we ended our expedition in Argentina, we ended it because of the pandemic. But if that wouldn't happen,
next
step, I wanted to go back to Brazil since we were close. We were already there with our vehicle.
Yeah, we wanted to go through Uruguay and then up to Brazil. Yeah.
And yes, in the future, not with that vehicle, but in the future, yes, I want to bring them to Brazil. Because many of you don't know, but I grew up 9 years in Brazil.
Have you ever considered coming to South Africa or Namibia to explore just a holiday?
Oh, of course, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I would like to visit more Africa.
As soon Luce is a little bit bigger,
older,
yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see.
Is there anywhere you have traveled that you regret or would not visit again, and why? No.
I don't know. No, I
would
think
say no.
every place where I've been, I've learned something, and
there was something very interesting to see, something about the culture or the places, the geography, the people that is so interesting. And even if we had some bad experiences in some places, this is not a reason not to visit the place again.
Yes, exactly.
What you prefer if you could choose? Tutta, amore.
Brava, le mangiate tutti.
To travel more or stay in one place?
So it's like you are forced or travel or stay put. Like
just if you can choose without thinking about,
Of course, I love traveling, and my decision would be yes, traveling non-stop. But at the same time, when you are on the road for so long, so many years, you like to stop and enjoy one place for a bit, especially if you are giving birth to a new human being.
I would say the best option for now would be stay longer in one place and just build something and build our homestead,
our future,
our farm, our future, and then traveling once in a while and exploring a new country, because still in my heart, I would like to see and explore more.
Absolutely.
With Luce, with Luca, all together. And I have missed
also when we will be old and Luce will be independent, that will be our second life when Luce will be independent. Just hit the road, the two of us, old and...
And Sara, do you still suffer from migraines? You always look a picture of health. Thank you so much. This is not true, but thank you. I was released from migraines only when I was pregnant, starting from the 4th or 5th months. Then all during pregnancy, the last 4 or 5 months were amazing, no migraines at all. And then after a while, after I gave birth to Luce, then the attacks, they started again. And last summer and even during fall and winter was pretty bad. I had like 4 or 5 attacks every month. Very, very miserable. And breastfeeding, I can only take paracetamol. I'm just trying to avoid any kind of pills, medication. So of course I cannot cure myself like I cannot take pills I was taking before I was pregnant and before having Luce. So it takes me, I know that when the migraine is coming, I need to wait. Tanta Elena, I need to wait like 3-4 days and then it stops. Yes, unfortunately the migraines are back, and they are back strong. We changed location because now it's playing time.
As you can see, Luce wants mommy to...
I'm here. Wow. So Luca, I think you are in the camera, so you can answer the next question is, will you go back to Lucky Liu, your truck camper, one day? Are you considering to rescue him?
Yes, we need to bring Lucky Liu out of Argentina. We will go back to Argentina. Di là, di là. We will go back to Argentina to rescue Lucky Liu. We were supposed to go now in January, February, and this was postponed, of course. So as soon as we will be able, we will go there and we will try to bring Lucky Liu to North America. So yes, that's something we will need to do. Papà. In mezzo, Luce.
And here we are, guys. We hope you enjoyed today's question and answer.
If so, please sure to us smashing the thumbs up button.
Hit the notification bell and please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you haven't done already. We love you, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming along with us and stay with us because we will see you very soon.
Yeah, we will see you next Sunday. And remember, la vita è bella.
Life is beautiful.
And
Love always wins.
L'amore vince sempre.
Sempre.
More.
L'amore vince sempre.
Love always wins.
More.
Thumbs up. More thumbs up.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
Love always wins. Oh.
L'amore vince sempre.
Mamma sempre.
Sempre, amore mio.
Sempre.
Sempre. Ti amo tanto.
Manda bacio qua. Manda bacio.
Ciao beautiful people.
Ciao Pippo.
Ciao
Ciao, people.
Ciao mamma. Mamma.
Gatto.
Il gatto,
mamma.
il gatto.
Ok. More.
Mamma.
E papà un po', un papà niente. E rifacciamo?
Sì.
Papà inizio io?
Sì.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to You Live Everything and Wonder.
No, papà, tutta la vita. La mamma Toto?
Sì.
La mamma Toto e la bimba.
Certo, non fa una piega.
Mamma,
Mamma,
Tania,
Sara,
Luca.
Luca e Luce.